what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Ansel Armstrong back again here today. It's Monday. Y'all know what that means. Time once again for Market Monday here on the channel, where we break down all the content coming out, and then we'll be the show 21, and we take a look at the marketplace to see how we can capitalize on all that, make some stubs, stay up to date with everything happening. It will be the show. A bit of a lighter week in content this week, leading up to a lot of content coming in these next couple weeks. Some major content drops on the horizon, so there's a lot you're going to be wanting to do to be prepared for that, and you're definitely going to want to have some stubs on hand for some of these content drops upcoming. Unfortunately, no schedule update to look at today. Hopefully whenever the ranked seasons, when we get the new ranked season rewards this evening, we get a schedule update at that point. But we do have a general schedule of the next couple weeks. Of course, we have the World Series program tentatively going to be coming this Friday. We're going to talk about that. In addition to that, next Friday, we're going to have the 9th inning program. The Friday after that, on the 19th, is going to be Team Affinity Season 5. And we're just a week away from a new BR program as well. So a lot going on. New daily program drop too. There's going to be a lot of content coming here over the next couple weeks. Could be even some more stuff that hadn't been announced yet. So let's go ahead. Let's hop into it. Let's take a look at the marketplace and break down some of the content coming out this week. So first off, in here, looking at the marketplace, we see these Field of Dream guys right here on the top of things. They're really low right now. If you're needing some of these Field of Dream guys, especially those rare rounds, I would pick those bad boys up. You never know when another collection could be coming. I do think we will be getting one more collection at some point this year. Maybe we even see that announced here in a few schedule updates. Could be coming out when Team Affinity Season 5. Surprised to see that at all. Kind of one last major content drop for the game. Inning Boss is down under 300k subs. I thought 300k was going to be the floor, but we still have a Conquest map coming out today and another week plus left on the inning program. So I wouldn't be surprised if these inning bosses creep a little bit closer to 200k, which is pretty surprising that they would get that low, but a bit longer of an inning program than what we've seen. And I definitely, if they get down to 200k, I would expect their price to go up as people will buy them just to have them on their squad, because we're getting to that caliber of inning bosses. And two, for the collection for the 9th inning boss, especially if we have somebody like Griffey, Mike Trout, Jimmy Fox, Babe Ruth, those type of players who are going to be firmly in-game cards in the game. There's going to be a lot of desire, people wanting to get those. Of course, in terms of World Series rewards, Lou Gehrig just down under 400k. Billy Wagner on that same price point as well. New ranked seasons today, so this is probably the low for them. They will be in the current World Series pack as well, so people getting to 900 could be taking Billy Wagner and Lou Gehrig, but no real reason to do that when there is going to be a new reward that is going to be more expensive. There will only be one new reward though, so for people who get to 30 wins in ranked seasons as well, they'll be able to choose one of Lou or Billy again. So maybe we see those drop a little bit, get down closer to 300k, but pretty firm prices for those overall. We take a look at the live series market. We see it holding steady. I'd expect these cards to drop in price pretty significantly over the next week, 2 weeks or so. People are going to be getting to that 90 plus overall choice pack in the inning program relatively quickly, and that's where we see Trouts get down to 50k, 40k, things of that nature. Could be a great time to come in and pick some up. So if you're still collecting live series cards, I'd wait a week or two on these 90 plus guys. If you want to come in and do some investments, I mean, I'm at 33k right now. We can see that end of that last inning program, he was getting under 15k. So a lot of opportunity there. Definitely something to look at over the next 2 weeks or so. We come in and look at a couple card types. All-star game cards, 16 and 17k on the mids. One thing to note, there is not an all-star game or home run derby pack in the November daily program. That's in the past had a major impact on these cards. So maybe we see these cards a little bit less. Could also get them in Team Affinity 5 as well. We'll be talking more about that as we get closer to that. I would be holding on to a lot of these, but you definitely have to worry about that with them dropping. They're pretty safe prices where they're at, and incredible flips right now too. Several thousand subs on the flips, and probably have a decent enough volume to where you can flip those relatively passively and make a decent amount of subs. Same can be said for home run derbies as well, right around that 12 to 13k price point. Also, if you came in and you're still holding kitchen sink guys from the most previous flash sale, we see those have rebounded quite a bit. I mean, Rick Porcello, one of them right here, 26K on the buy now. Guy like Eloy up to 20K on the buy now. Dallas Keuchel at 18K. Bill Mazeroski at 23K. Those are just some of the examples from the awards cards. They're all around 20K to that 40K price range. If they're above 25K, I definitely would be selling them. We will be getting another Conquest map tomorrow. So could they throw Kitchen Sink back in that Conquest map? It's definitely possible. Even so, though, at this point in the game, not many people playing Conquest, so it's unlikely to make a significant impact one way or another. But if you're still holding some of your flash sale guys from the previous flash sale from last Tuesday, not a bad idea to be offloading those at this point. They've rebounded really nicely. You can come in and make a ton of stubs. I've been offloading mine. You can see we're at 592K stubs. But we have a ton of inventory we're currently selling, and I'm looking through and buying some of those old rare cards I don't have now that I'm working towards just a few cards away from having every single card in the game. We're slowly getting there. But again, though, Kitchen Sink guys, really good sell. Same with Headliners. They've kind of flattened out. They've recovered nicely. If you got in on those Headliners, they flattened out a little bit. Probably as good as time as any to go through and sell. Have some stubs liquid. Be ready to move and groove with anything happening. Now, of course, we did get the new November Daily Moments program. Today, we have the new Evolution cards with Mike Scott and Robin Yount. And you can go through and get all of the previous rewards as well. So that's not really going to impact the market too much. But more importantly, all there is a Field of Dreams pack. So again, no All-Star Game, no more Home Run Derby, and it looks like just one Headliner pack as well. So November Daily Moments program, not going to have too much of an impact on the market outside of giving some people some free cards if we get a possible collection. Overall, though, not going to give too much of an impact, especially compared to what we've seen in some of these other daily programs where that has essentially acted like as a flash sale once people get to those last days. Not seeing that with this time. Could this be the last Daily Moments program? I wouldn't be surprised to see that in the slightest. Of course, today, new ranked seasons as well. So in this Pennant Race pack, both Eric Hosmer and Jay Buhner will be cycling out, and John Lester and Rod Carew will be joined by two new Pennant Race players. And then in the World Series pack, Eric Davis and Josh Donaldson would be cycling out, with Billy Wagner and Luke Gehrig being joined by one new Milestone Legend pitcher. You know it's going to be probably pretty nasty. My guess right here, Oral Hershiser. We'll see what happens. So that being said, Eric Davis, Donaldson, and these Pennant Race guys usually ends up being pretty good investments. Take a look at Jay Buhner, pretty standard here. But with the last ranked season, they went through and they added in these rewind packs that gave you all of the previous Pennant Race rewards. So I would assume Jay Buhner is going to join the Pennant Race pack, and we'll see Eric Davis and Josh Donaldson join the World Series rewind pack. And so because of that, not a whole lot of investment opportunity there. If you want to go ahead and pick up the current Pennant Race guys and current World Series guys, I don't think they're bad prices at all. With where we're at in this part of the year, not many people are going to be getting to these end game high-end World Series awards. So I don't think it's bad to go ahead and pick them up, but don't expect any drastic jumps in prices. And that, if anything, especially for those World Series, we could see them possibly even drop a little bit more from where they're at. And who knows, they could always throw in multiple rewind packs. They could throw in another one throughout this path somewhere. There's a lot of things they could do to spice it up. I wasn't expecting us to get a rewind pack this early or this quickly, or just be at 25 wins like we had with this season. So who knows what this next ranked seasons will hold. If you're wanting to get that World Series award as quickly as possible, definitely be ready to get a million stub order in as soon as that new ranked seasons drops, as it will certainly be a very desirable card. Now, finally, on Friday, we will be getting the World Series program as well. As we can see, based off this Championship Series program, if you haven't used Matzek, Gratterall, Devers, Alvarez, or Eddie Rosario, you need to use them. They're absolutely insane. We know with that World Series program, we should be getting a World Series MVP, plus a couple other cards for both the Astros and the Braves. We know those cards are going to be absolutely insane. Might just be 99s all across the board. I can't imagine how juiced the World Series MVP is going to be, but it's going to be absolutely insane. We probably won't need any extra cards for this World Series program, but if you just want to be extra safe, maybe you have to go through and collect some postseason players. I doubt that that's a thing at all. but it's certainly something that could be slightly possible. But you get a lot of postseason players just from playing the Championship Series, Division Series program. So you're probably going to be covered there. Probably not going to be too many packs in there either, but expect some insanely juice reward at the end. And maybe they even add in a little collection to give us somebody like Corey Seager, World Series MVP from last year. That would be really sick. I love that Corey Seager. Can't wait to see who ends up winning the World Series MVP this year. Game 6 coming in on Tuesday. Game 7 possibly after that. So we should be good to go for a Friday release of the postseason program. Give me your predictions down in the comments below. Who do you think is going to win World Series MVP? Been an insane series so far. Been super entertaining as a neutral fan for the series. Can't wait to see how these last 2 games unfold. Not a whole lot going on this week. We got the World Series program. Of course, we got the new Conquest map, so we got to be on the lookout for that to see how that impacts things. But a pretty minimal week overall, but a lot coming on the future. New inning program, Team Affinity Season 5, new BR program, a lot happening. Could we possibly get a calendar update today with the new Ranked Seasons program? Hopefully that's the case. We know the dates of some of these things with the 9th inning program coming on the 12th, new BR program coming next Tuesday before that, and then of course Team Affinity 5 coming on November 19th. We maybe see something announced that we aren't expecting yet. We still haven't heard anything about the Extreme program, the All-Timers program like we had last year. They gave us guys like Babe Ruth. A lot of that could be returning. We haven't seen anything announced yet. Hopefully we get something like that soon. I'm really pulling for an Extreme program. I think it could be awesome with the program setups this year. Challenging as it may be, it's definitely a very rewarding adventure to have. So hopefully we get a nice juicy calendar update here soon that lets us a little insight on all the content coming, because it is a bit of a light week. We don't like light weeks, but at this point of the year, that is going to happen quite a bit. Again, though, major stuff on the horizon. As always, if you enjoyed this video, definitely be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Not many more Market Mondays left. Team Affinity 5, we'll see what the schedule looks like after that, but that could be the last Market Monday of the year. We got to survive through the winter together until it'll be the show 22. Until next time, though, I'll catch y'all around.